the name of your group, and you will receive 5 minutes.
Good evening. My name is Josh Kozlin. I represent We the People of Maryland. Where our mission is to advocate for your right to control your livelihood, your property, your family, and your destiny. Our vision is to provide an organized outlet for Americans who are frustrated by government overreach. I'm not sure if you, as the Board of Education, know this, but you have only one employee, and that's Dr. Bolson. I state this because when watching these meetings, it seems to be the opposite, that he controls you. Each of you has the responsibility of representing your constituents, not protecting Dr. Bolson and his employees. Repeatedly, Dr. Bolson, his attorneys, and staff come before you to dictate what you will do. That is not how this system works. I know that I have been vocal for years about the destruction that is being caused by Dr. Bolson and have asked for his removal many times. Please note that you, as the Board of Education, are responsible for his continued destruction to this county. And it is my understanding, by regulation, it takes only one of you to identify or recognize that there is a problem and initiate an investigation with the State Board of Education. That is why I'm here tonight. Ms. Alvarez, Mr. Soule, Ms. Perry, Ms. Bruce, and Ms. Blanken. I'm not sure if you are aware of what I'm about to discuss, but the rest of you most likely are from sitting on this board or hearing about it through community engagement. On April 20th, 2022, I sent the following to Ms. Neal. Pursuant to Maryland Public Information Act Title IV, General Provision to the Maryland Code, I am requesting the document members received as a PDF email attachment, specifically October 14th, 2021 memorandum to ILT re sexual orientation inquiries. Inquiries of students made by school staff regarding a student's gender identity or sexual orientation. I received a response on April 28th, 2022 from Ms. Neal stating that the memo I requested does exist, but would not be provided to me because it was privileged and confidential. I then responded asking for the agenda, the minutes, notes, exhibits, and/or attachments, the instructional leadership team meeting held on September 3rd, 2021. On May 10th, 2022, Ms. Neal responded, stating that the board does not have any documents to support my request for an agenda, minutes, exhibits, and/or attachments. In addition, I was advised that there are documents that support my request for any notes, but once again, I was denied access. Long story short, I implore each one of you to review the memorandum sent to the instructional leadership team by Patrick P. Spicer, Esquire, on October 14th, 2021, with the following subject lines. Inquiries of students made by school staff regarding a student's gender identity or sexual orientation. And 2, disclosure by school staff to parent of a student's gender identity or sexual orientation. This will begin to illustrate the illegal and immoral activity orchestrated by Dr. Bolson and his staff. There are plenty of other supporting facts and examples, like the presentations teachers received on LGBT instruction, which Alex Schemmel of the National Desk obtained through MPIA request. During these presentations, staff played out scenarios for teachers regarding the disclosure of students' identity to their parents. Second, the getting to know you surveys and the classwork that has been placed in our classrooms. Third, the direct denial from sitting Board of Education members to local elected officials just a few months before this memo went out, denying that this was happening in our schools. And this person's still sitting on this board today. And finally, social media and community communications that provide direct examples of it happening right here in our schools. In closing, I ask that this be done with transparency and that the community is not only allowed access to the information, but also your discussion and decisions. It can start tonight. Will one of you ask him what this is about? Has he been involved? Or is his staff been involved with asking gender ideation questions beyond a biological reference? And has it been discussed and trained on how to withhold from the parents? Lastly, what did the last attorney for Dr. Bolson, Mr. Spicer, state in this memo? And did he comply? As mentioned before, it only takes one of you to understand the severity of the situation and initiate a formal review and hopefully the removal of Dr. Bolson from his powerful position over so many children in our community. Good evening and thank you.